Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So again, our Thursday session, and I thought I would continue the theme that I started on Tuesday actually, um, which was how spiritually uneducated we are, even when the facts are glaring and in your face. Right. So let me give you an example. So we have like two ways of looking at things. We have a reductionist way of looking at things, which means you reduce everything to its smallest unit. And then you come to the conclusion that everything is a machine, the universe is a machine, the Big Bang happened, and everything is really mechanical. Right? There's no sentient, there's no consciousness. Right? Consciousness is a product of your brain. That's this understanding. The modern scientific understanding, so they use the word science or scientific as the authority to confirm that worldview. But this worldview is very inconsistent because it does not explain dreams, does not explain out of body experiences, does not explain near death experiences, apart from saying it's a neurological, biophysical event. So it's a very primitive way of looking at life. Then you have another worldview, and this worldview is based on consciousness. And this worldview has about, I don't know, maybe 10, 15,000 years of history. The reductionist worldview, at best, we can say kind of Aristotle way, maybe a few hundred years, right? At best, at best. Certainly not very further than that. Maybe we can go a bit further into the Greeks, but still, at best, nothing compared to the consciousness worldview. So the consciousness worldview says that, look, this, our entire existence is aware of itself. It's aware of itself. It's like an ocean. It's aware of itself. Like you are aware of yourself. So if you were to go into a dark room with your eyes closed, no light, no sound, would you know if there's anything in the room? And most of would say no. But you're in the room and you know you're in the room. So what is that? That's the subjective awareness. And then the worldview, the reductionist worldview says that when you die, all this process stops and your consciousness is no longer there and everything is finished. Now, the same worldview, if you ask it, well, tell me about the water cycle or the nitrogen cycle or any other thing, you will notice that it's a cycle. Then why do you stop at death? Ask yourself this question. Why do you stop at death when everything else is a cycle? Nothing is created, nothing is destroyed, simply changed from one form to another. Basic fundamental laws of thermodynamics. Right? So you begin to see the inconsistency in that, and you think, well, is this deliberate? And then you realize that yes, because the system we are born in is deliberately pushing this consciousness bit out of the way. Now, when you speak about those who know, so let's say, who are the people who know? Well, if you go to read the Tibetan Book of the Dead, the Egyptian Book of the Dead, you go and listen to the Hindu Shastras, I think it is, or you look at some of the other ancient texts, get rid of the religious nonsense, and you will see that there are consistency in the experience post-death. There are experiences post-death which are relatable. So if that's the case, and why shouldn't that be the case? We see that in near-death experiences, people report very similar thing. People who have cardiac arrests can report them being out of their body, being able to look at themselves. And people who meditate often experience a situation in which they will see the difference between the physical body and what I would call at this stage your ethereal body, but still have conscious. still be conscious of itself. So our worldview will determine our preparation for the inevitability. So if the inevitability is death is final, there's nothing after that, then hey, let's go around creating genocide. Let's go around killing people indiscriminately. Let's have no respect for sentience. Just like a vegetarian or a committed vegan would find it appalling to murder an animal for the sake of taste, the human will find it appalling that there are individuals who will massacre humans at a massive scale, not even for taste, but for a belief. And you begin to realize, just as a vegetarian cannot be a meat eater, those who are harming humans at this level cannot be human. And what does it mean to be human? It means to have conscious. Not consciousness, that's one thing. Conscious, ethics, sentient beings. Do you have respect for that? And you will only have respect for that if you understand what you are and who you are. No one is chosen. No one's got it right. No one group knows more than the other. Everyone's lost. Everyone's lost. The religions are lost in their religiousness. The science are lost in their arrogance. No one knows. And why? Because you removed the wisdom. You've cut the wisdom away. The churches have been shown to be what they are. The mandirs, the mosques, the gurdwaras, they are functioning as they function. Where is the spiritual education? Spiritually, we are absolutely illiterate. Because those who know, we either crucify them or we burn them. Or at best, we start worshipping them, but we don't believe them. Yet reality tells you your life is limited. Reality tells you that. In fact, you and I die every moment. With every breath that comes in, we are alive. With every breath we go out, we die. It's a constant space that we're all involved in. And the West has such, when I say the West, the modern world has such a, what I would call a deviant way of looking at the inevitability. Look at all your channels, and you'll find majority of them talk about dying, death, murder. Someone's murdering someone. Someone's murdering someone. It all revolves around death somewhere. Yet no one wants to talk about it. So it's like this morbid fascination, knowing it's there. Then you see the soul, the same symbolism. Why do you wear black? Because it symbolizes finality. Why do some cultures wear white? Because it symbolizes a new beginning. And you begin to realize, no, these aren't just ideas. They are conveying the reality of what it means to be alive, what it means to be a human. While everyone can find science to tell you what something may look like and how it acts, they can't tell you why it exists. Why are you here? What is the point of your life? What is it? And what if you don't get it? Will you have another chance? Will you have another chance to find wisdom? To understand what it means to know yourself, how to know yourself, when all around you is just blankets of darkness, one after another, just lost. Do you think you'll get another chance? And then you realize maybe not. Then you begin to search. You begin to find out, hold on, I need to know something about this. How do I prepare for it? Who do I go and see? And it's not your religious law. Neither is it the science. You have no idea what's going on. The people you need to speak to are the mystics. those who are enlightened, those who know, and those who can show you and take you and demonstrate to you what life is about through your experience, not theirs, your experience. And those who can allow you to recognize that there is a way that you can not live forever. No one wants to do that. But you can escape this duality of birth and death. Because duality is just that, birth and death. It's not life and death. That's the other idea. Most of the language you will see, it's actually incorrect. They talk about life and death. No, it isn't life and death. It's birth and death. All that is starts, has a middle, has an end. But in itself, it continues. The ice cube exists in the ocean. It began, it formed, it dissolved, but the water remains. That's the nature of consciousness. And that water then reforms, reconstitutes in a new ice cube. That's how the system works. Everyone understands this from the wisdom traditions. That everything is a cycle. You too are a cycle. Then the next question is, what's on the other side? I know what's here, and at the moment, the world is full of carnage, slaughter, anger, anxiety, which feeds a different kind of life form, but that's another story. But what do you know about afterwards? And this is what I mean by spiritually uneducated. No idea. No idea. And what we do is what we believe in books. What the book says and what it means are two different things. I can show you the same picture of an apple. One will see an apple, the other will see the color red, and another one will see a fruit. Yeah? But that's not what I meant. Maybe I just wanted to show you the background at which the apple was on. Missed the point. No? Hence, we find that these questions, just asking these questions, begin a process in you. And this process, the answers will come by themselves. But this process begins, first you need to encounter reality. And this is what we are talking about today. How do we encounter reality? The inevitability of birth, death, afterbirth, and I don't call it afterlife, I would call it post-death. Because awareness still remains. What that awareness has to endure, that's what I mean. Go and read the Tibetan book. They'll talk about the three bardos. Read the Quran, read the Gita, read any of this stuff. They'll tell you what goes on in there. They'll tell you. There's a consistency, but not in the fearful way. Do this, otherwise you're going to go here. None of that rubbish. It's about how you live your life now. God doesn't need you to believe in him or her or that or that. Not interested. It's to live your life as a human being. But to live your life as a human being, you have to first recognize things that are inhuman and worthless. Worthless. Tending to a plastic garden doesn't give you the same joy as planting a garden and tending for it, taking care for it. It's about life, not about collecting plastic, which you always leave for someone else. Always. Always. So I'm going to continue this theme for a few weeks, just so we start opening this question and start looking at how we look at this. And hey, Dow, you speak about this, but do you have an answer? And I will say, yes, I have an answer. With certainty. With certainty. With 100% certainty. No, I think I have an answer. With certainty. Yeah. So we will open this up as we go along, and then through your own certainty will happen through your practice, through your insight, through your understanding, as your worldview begins to become more flexible. Not because I'm saying something, but of your experience. That's where the certainty comes from. Not mine, but yours. Having trust in yourself, knowing what it means to settle in that state of peace. Because that state of peace is your hint. It's one that gives you a little insight into what it means to be able to hold yourself, irrespective of what goes on around you. Yeah. Okay, we'll leave it there today. Ah, my friend from Peru. Hola. Okay, we'll begin our meditation. So if you always begin, okay, so today we're going to begin with this idea of, all right, ultimately, who am I? What am I? Who am I? Let's just begin with that question. Who am I? So eyes are closed, mouth is closed, back is straight, upright, shoulders are pulled back. And as you draw your breath in, becoming aware of your body as best as you can. So who am I? Well, there is this body. So let's just scan the body. And as you notice your posture, see if there's anything within the body that has a dominant sensation, like a pain, a tightness, an itch, an ache. And you will notice that while you may have a dominant sensation, this sensation exists within your body, but your awareness can observe it. Okay, so once again, just notice your posture. And then we're going to use the hula hoop to allow ourselves to just scan our body once more. And the reason we do this is so we acknowledge our physical form right from the top of our head, moving down, all the way down. So when we begin with who or what I am, we recognize that this body is part of that. On your next breath in, you're going to allow your awareness to come to your seat and notice that the chair or the floor that you're on holds you. You can afford to relax, let go. And then we're going to use this moment, this awareness of the ground beneath you, to help you locate yourself. Okay? So becoming aware of the ground beneath you, holding you, and the space around you, surrounding you. So notice that you can't be anywhere else at this moment. And then the air in front of you, as you draw this next breath in, and as you breathe out. The exchange can only take place with the air in front of you. And then locate you. So if you just allow yourself to be aware of the location you're at. So the room that you're in, and then allow your awareness to expand a bit further, becoming aware as best as you can of the geographic location, allowing your awareness to move a bit further, recognizing that you are, at this moment, as I am, aware, located on a planet which revolves in a solar system, which is part of the whole range of galaxies. And there are billions of them. And right now, you and I exist with them. We share the same time and the same space. Every fish, every raindrop, every cloud, every bird, every blade of grass. All this exists at the same moment that you do. Time, here and now. Bringing your focus back to the seat. Notice there are sensations where the seat makes contact with your body. So now you have sensations, moving from having a physical body to having sensations within this body. And as you breathe up, in, you bring this focus up so you become aware of your hips. And then on your next breath out, you allow this awareness to drift down your thighs, all the way down towards your knees. From your knees, you bring down this focus towards your ankles, scanning the back of your legs, scanning the front of your legs, and then gently moving to your feet. And then allow this awareness to go a bit further down so you become aware of the soles of your feet. Next breath in, bring your focus back to the seat you're on. Again, reminding yourself how well held, embedded you are in the moment of now, in this space right now. Notice your back is straight and upright. And then as you breathe in, bringing your focus from your lower back to your middle back. From your middle back, moving it up towards your shoulder blades. And then notice your shoulders. From your shoulders, bring your focus down to your elbows. Allowing this awareness to drift down towards your wrists. And then going to your hands, to the palms of your hands. Notice your fingers. And then as you breathe in, bringing your focus towards your eyes. Notice the darkness. Recognizing awareness for what it is. And then as you breathe out, you allow your eyes to soften. Next breath in, bring your focus towards your lips, scanning your upper lip, scanning your lower lip. And then as you breathe in, bring your focus towards your mouth, within your mouth. Noticing the sensations on the roof of your mouth. Inside cheeks. Noticing your tongue, allowing it to soften, allowing your jaw to soften. And then as you breathe out, you allow your face to soften. Next breath in, once again becoming aware of your body as best as you can. Bringing your focus now beneath your nose and begin to watch your breath. And you will notice that the breath is breathing by itself. Stay with your breath. And on your next breath in, you're going to bring your focus to your inner space. And by this we mean our thoughts and we mean how we're feeling. Are you drowsy or are you alert? Can you focus or are you distracted? Notice that you have thoughts, but you are not your thoughts. You have awareness of your thoughts. And then moving your focus to your chest. And now you become aware of the movement of your chest in rhythm with your breath. Hold your focus at your chest as best as you can. While you notice that at this moment, all you're observing is the movement of your chest, some subtle sensations around your ribs, and then on your next breath in, you move your focus a bit deeper into yourself. So you begin to notice how you're actually feeling right this moment. Do you feel at peace or do you feel irritated? Is this moment comfortable, settled, Or is this moment unsettled, uncomfortable? So you have feelings, you have emotions, but you yourself are not that. And now, on your next breath out, begin to listen to the sounds around you, allowing yourself to be like a receiver. Listening. And as you listen, you have awareness of sound, awareness of your body, and even the awareness of you breathing. Gently bringing your focus just beneath your nose and begin to notice your breath. Allowing this awareness to emerge as you watch your breath. Stay with your breath. If you find your focus has been distracted by a sound, a thought, or my voice, notice the distraction. Come back to your breath. Notice the start of your in-breath, end of your in-breath, start of your out-breath, end of your out-breath. Notice that you have a breath, but you are not the breath. Stay with your breath. Stay with your breath. And now to help you get a bit deeper into this space, begin to follow your out breath all the way till the end. And as you do that, you allow your body to soften a little bit further. Your awareness becoming alert with every breath out while your body relaxes. Notice how you're breathing now. Has the breath changed? Does it feel light or does it feel heavy? Does the breath feel long or does it feel short? And now, as best as you can, see if you can bring your focus to the sound of your breath, allowing you to become present simply by listening. And the more intently you listen or try, the deeper you go into this moment of now. Now, on your next breath out, once again you open your awareness to all the sounds around you, including the sound of your breath. Not thinking about anything, not judging any sound, but just listening. Sounds which are close to you. Sounds which are further away from you. And again, using the sound to allow our awareness to get deeper into the silence. Notice your experience. You have a body, but you're not your body. You have thoughts, but you're not your thoughts. You have emotions, but you're not your emotions. Yet there is peace, there is support, there is safety. If you feel peaceful, focus on the peace. Bringing your focus just beneath your nose and sitting with your breath in peace, in silence. Next breath out, expanding your awareness from the breath to the body. Once again, becoming aware of the body as best as you can. Notice if there's any discomfort. Bringing your focus to the seat you're on. Notice you're still where you began. Sensations where the body makes contact with your seat. And then using those sensations to move your focus up towards your hips. From your hips coming down your thighs towards your knees. Gently scanning your legs. Again, the back of your legs, the front of your legs. Notice your ankles. Notice your feet. And then moving your focus to the soles of your feet. And hold it there for a while. Next breath in, bring your focus back to the seat you're on. Notice your back is straight and upright. Shoulders, arms, hands comfortable, relaxed. Your eyes are still closed, your mouth is still closed, and your face is relaxed. Bringing your focus back to your breath. And now as the breath comes in, you begin to sense your body. As the breath goes out, you begin to sense your body. Breathing in, you sense your body. Breathing out, you sense your body. Breathing in, you're at peace. Breathing out, you're at peace. When you hear the next bell, use this bell to draw some slow, deep breaths in and very gently allowing yourself to come back, opening your eyes in your own good time.